Are you tired of consistently overthinking the worst about your life? Are you constantly just having all of these negative scenarios come to your head and then you're telling yourself, yep, that's going to happen to me? Why am I even going to go ahead and take the opportunity? I'm going to look like a fool. I'm going to look so dumb. My friends are not going to support me. People are going to think I'm crazy. What am I doing? And then the more you think about that thought, it becomes negative, and then you back out on the things you want to do. Overthinking can get us into the worst place in our lives, and it corners us into what we actually want to do and what we don't want to do. And then we end up doing really what we don't want to do because we're too afraid of doing what we want to do. And then we just contradict our whole life. And everybody goes through this. And whoever says they don't, please tell me right here, how do you do it? Because I also sometimes struggle every time questioning my career, questioning what am I doing, questioning if I'm doing things correctly in my life. And then I start imagining all of these scenarios where I look dumb and I don't even want to share them with my family members or my friends because to me, the idea is so crazy. But if I end up telling somebody else, I kid you not, they're going to say, well, Karen, go for it. Do it. What are you doing? Why are you wasting time? Find your power, find your guidance, and the power within. Welcome to the Cosmo Within You podcast. So, in this video, I really want to talk about how overthinking can really prevent us from actually pursuing the things that we really want to do the most because we are our own worst enemy, and that is the truth. We are consistently trying to tell ourselves how we can't do certain things because we're going to suck and we're going to make a fool out of ourselves and we're going to get nowhere. And then you're going to lose that tunnel vision, that train of thought of obtaining what you really want to obtain, of getting closer to that goal. So today I really want to talk about how I have been able to change that mindset slowly. Now, mind you, it's not easy. Everything takes work. Day in, day out. Consistency is the key, as how they say it. But when you lose track of these habits that I'm going to share with you, and if you don't consistently put them into play on your everyday life, yeah, you're going to go back into that hole and continue to overthink, continue to question everything, and you're never going to learn how to you're never going to learn how to work your muscle mind memory in the sense of trying to reprogram your mind on new ways to think regarding your lifestyle, regarding your goals, how to see different perspectives from a positive standpoint. So, first things first, I do want to share one thing that has helped me so much during this time when I do get into a really dark place and I'm trying to get some type of motivation that I can get from friends or my family is self-help books. And this book that I'm going to share with you right now has impacted me so much. It has given me so many different type of ideas, the quotes that this book has, the author, the scenarios he shares into our everyday life, how this can actually like motivate you and show you how you do have the power to change anything that you want in your life. And you have the power to obtain anything that you want in your life. So this book is called The Power of Positive Thinking. It's by Norman Vincent Peale. I'll show you the cover here. And okay, it's small, but yeah, no guys, like it has small little writing. I hope you can see that a little bit. But as you can see, I've highlighted certain things that have stood out for me. And these quotes from books that really resonate with my life and actually make me think and reflect, I highlight them and then I write them down. And I'm going to share with you a couple of these quotes that have kind of snapped me out of my own reality and made more sense into, oh shit, I should have been thinking that way a long time ago. So if you get this book, really recommend it. So really recommend it. Reference to this, we're going to go to page 8 and then I'm going to read you this quote. We build up the feeling of insecurity or security by how we think. I'm going to read it again and just listen to the words. We build up the feeling of insecurity or security by how we think. So imagine you possess all this damn power in your mind and you're choosing to either think negatively or positively, which ties into you choose to think of insecurities or securities, your confident side, your positive side. Therefore, you determine which one is going to overpower your mind. So, really, it's just that constant telling yourself, reminding yourself, hey, stop thinking of that. Yeah, okay, it could happen, but I'm not going to look at it. I'm going to see and imagine what I do want to happen. And then another quote that he mentions here is, how can one expect to make a sale if he drives up to a customer's place of business thinking he's not going to make a sale? Really? And that makes total sense. How do you expect things are going to go the way you want them to go when you're consistently thinking of how wrong they're going to go? So you yourself, you're attracting this energy, you're putting this energy out into the universe, into the world, into your life. So that's all you're going to see consistently on whatever you're worried about that you are trying to fix. It could be a problem, it could be any situation really in your life, and you're just imagining how it's going to go wrong. It's going to go wrong. Both sides are right. If you think it's going to go wrong, it'll go wrong. If you think it's going to go right, it's going to go right. So one thing out of this quote that has really stood out for me is, don't dwell on the negative side. Don't sit on it. Don't keep imagining negative scenarios. Actually, imagine positive ones. Okay, that's tip number 1 that I got from this book. Another one, we'll go to page 12, and it's actually a quote the author himself got from a doctor, from Dr. Carl Menninger. And he said, attitudes are more important than facts. Attitudes are more important than facts. That simple quote has so much wisdom. Your attitude determines how your day will go, how the situation will unfold. It all starts from your attitude. If you start having feelings of frustration, feelings of insecurity, you are going to embody those emotions. And then, unfortunately, you're going to put them into your present situation. So you need to be mindful of what emotions are coming up, trying to control them, trying to control those feelings, and just stay in the present moment of what is the goal here right now? What am I trying to obtain right now? Why am I allowing frustration, anger, insecurity, just worry to overcome in this situation? I don't want it. I'm not going to see it. And then you just turn your other cheek. Do that. And just think, happiness. I got this. Okay, we're talking. Cool. Let me relax, listen, let me reply with an answer that I'm actually thinking about, where I am coherent. I'm connecting with what I want to communicate back to this person, to this job, to the situation that you're trying to fix. So always keep that in mind. And on page 13, there's another quote that says, affirm it, visualize it, believe it, and it will actualize itself. If you say it, if you see it, if you feel it and you believe it, it will materialize. It will become real. The more you repeat yourself of the things that you want, the more that you feel them and you believe them in your heart and you visualize yourself. Like, just think about it. You just imagine yourself, for example, you want to win the lottery. That's what many people want, right? You want to have all of this high income and, feel very rich. And what do you imagine yourself doing with that money? What do you imagine yourself embodying in that moment when you see your name winning on that ticket? The numbers are correct. It's your ticket. You have it in your hand. How are you going to feel? Are you going to feel happy, blessed, excited that you have won what you've always wanted your whole life? Same thing with a job, acceptance to a college, whatever it may be coming your way. How are you going to feel when you have it? What emotions are you going to embody thinking that you already have it right now? Even if it's not in the material world, it's not here with you right now, you don't see it, but you can always visualize. And the mind is very powerful, guys. If you visualize a scenario and it's somewhere where you're so happy, very blessed of where you're at, the mind cannot decipher or break down whether that's in the present moment or in the future or in the past. It just knows it's happening right now because as you're thinking about that certain situation, certain scenario in the now, your body, your mind is really releasing all of these endorphins, these high energy feelings, dopamine of happiness, as if you have what you want right now. And the more and more you feel these emotions with your ideas, with your thoughts of your accomplishments in a positive way, the more you're going to attract that with time and your mindset will change slowly. So always every visualization that you have, every thought that you have, repeat it, feel it, pretend it's here, and eventually it will materialize. These three things have helped me on the long run because whenever I do get into a point where I am frustrated, and it could be a situation in an argument or somewhere in my life where I feel like I'm not moving or I'm not getting to the goals that I've wanted, I revert back and I calm down and I visualize what I want to do. I remind myself that if I continue to think this way, it will materialize, it will happen, it will manifest that way. And I don't want it to. So rather than thinking of the things that are going to go wrong, I rather think of the things that are going to go right and how I'm going to feel if it goes right, how I'm going to feel if things are going to come out in a positive way for the greater good for me and for everybody else. And that is what really drives me every time to try and overcome any obstacle or any that iffy feeling that I have in my life. I suggest you highly utilize these tips that I provided for you and get this book. Honestly, no, I am not paid promotion, nothing like that. I really believe in this book. It was a great read. Can take a couple days if you don't like to read, but it does have really good knowledge and insight on how you can view life, on how you can go forward with your life and know that you make it a big deal. You are the one who makes it a drama. You are the one who makes it a chaos because you allow that ego, that negative side of you to take over. And we just have to learn that we are powerful and we have the power within to change that, to change those ideas and put them into something positive, put them into something that is going to help yourself and everybody else. Because at the end of the day, we are all here to help each other. We are all here in this life, I truly believe, to just live our best life, live doing what we love to do and our passion. And if you don't like what you're doing, get the F out. What are you doing? Stop wasting your time. Everybody wants to wait until I have this, until I have whatever. But really, you don't even know if you're going to live tomorrow. You can literally die coming out of your house today. You can literally die going to work today, getting home today. You don't know when it's going to be your last day. So you need to take advantage of everything that you have right now, the health, the spirit, the positivity, the people that you love, and just go for it. Who cares if you end up failing? At least now you won't be stuck with, oh, I wish I would have done this. What if I would have done that? Nah, get the what if out the door. No, no, no. Do it. That way, you also find out whether you like doing what you're doing or you don't. And then you'll figure out, oh, shoot, I thought by doing this, I was going to be happier. Well, guess what? You're not. But at least you got a taste of it, you got the experience, and you let it go. And you move on to new things, new thoughts, new ideas, new aspirations that we all tend to have and change with time. You're not the same person you were a year ago, 3 years ago. No, your wants, your needs all change, and your aspirations and motivations all change. Last quote I'm going to share, page 14 on the power of positive thinking. And the author states, never think of yourself as failing. Never doubt the reality of the mental image. I'll repeat it again. Like, really listen to this Listen to what it's trying to tell you. Never think of yourself as failing. Never doubt the reality of the mental image. And the way I understand this is never see yourself as a failure. Never see yourself failing on whatever you're doing right now in your life. Remember that if you imagine yourself failing, you will fail. If you imagine yourself winning, you will win. Nothing comes easy in this life all the time. There's always ups and downs. That's how life is, but that's the beautiful part about life. Because if you don't have the down parts of your life, you're never going to learn. And you're never going to learn how to appreciate the good times in your life, and vice versa. Thanks for listening on this episode. I hope this motivated you, and I hope I motivate you to buy this book, read more books that can help you become more confident, change that mindset, and you also get to learn different perspectives of different authors that are out there that are trying to help the community, the world, into a better place. And so everybody can work in harmony together and we can all help each other. Remember, be kind, be nice, show love, and the cosmos within you is the power within you, and you have the power, the infinite power to do whatever you want in this life. You just got to believe it first before you see it. So believe in yourself, keep going, keep doing it, and just watch. Things are going to work out for you. Trust me. Please share this episode with anyone that you feel they need to hear this motivation today. I hope this resonates with a lot of you, and I hope we can continue to build more videos together. And I hope I still inspire you with my positive videos, positive mindset, and motivation for you all. And I do it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here today, and I'll see you on the next episode.